This is a DTC Lab Concept video for Sarah and Ilya's project, Reel 'em In, Real Life Connections for Real Life Lessons. This teacher is frustrated. She, along with many other teachers like her, feels that her students are not engaged in the material. She can see the disinterested looks in her students' faces and a lack of deep understanding in her assessment results. She needs a way to connect the learning objectives in her lessons to the reality that her students live in order to achieve a higher level of student mastery and interest. What she needs is a better hook. She needs a fun, creative, relevant resource to use in her classrooms that will grab her students' attention and motivate them to engage in the material. Hopefully, this will result in a deeper understanding of the topic and an awareness of its connection to the world outside of the classroom. But she's busy, just like the rest of us. She doesn't have time to create or find a great hook for every lesson of the year, let alone plan an engaging learning experience for each one. What she needs is a place to find interesting and creative hooks, and maybe even lesson plan ideas that will encourage deeper understanding and promote learning in the 21st century. Our concept is reelamin.com, and here's a look at the teacher's user experience. After logging in, teachers can type their lesson topic into a search bar, or they can browse by subject, grade level, or skill. Then teachers can view the hooks. These resources could include videos, maybe clips from popular movies or TV shows, or taken from a video website like YouTube or Vimeo, or maybe news clips, or videos homemade by teachers or even students. Other media resources could include songs or other recordings like podcasts, articles, maybe from a scholarly journal or a student's favorite magazine or the newspaper, excerpts from a favorite book, comics, websites, video games, and anything else teachers can think up. Next, a teacher would choose their favorite hook, and then they would explore that resource. So they could browse the lesson plan ideas or see similar materials. They could check out how other teachers rated this and read other teachers' comments. Then you could either save the resource and use it for later, or group it with other related resources. Next, teachers would use this resource in their own lessons. Teachers can use the hook any way they want. They can follow one of the lesson plans provided with the hook, or they could use an idea contributed by another teacher as a comment on the resource, or they could just grab the video or article or game, or etc., and use it any way they want in their class. This freedom would allow teachers to use these resources in their classrooms without having to alter their teaching styles, and allows them to gain a sense of ownership over the material. Finally, the teacher would go back and comment on the hook to let other teachers know how it went. Here are some other features that we would want to include. Teachers would be able to rate a resource on a number of different things, including usefulness, educational value, entertainment, and appropriateness for specific groups, like students with IEPs or Ls. Teachers could also search resources that were tagged by grade level, subject, or topic, or skill. As teachers used this system, they can gain experience points by using and commenting on resources, and eventually earn the privilege to contribute to the resource bank with their own hooks. There could also be a browser plugin that allows users to grab content off the internet to be used for hooks later. One of the ways a hook can be used is in a 3-part lesson, where part 1 is the hook, part 2 is where the learning happens, and part 3 is the resolution of the problem. We would like to include a scaffolded walkthrough for teachers to help them create their own 3-part lessons using a hook from the resource bank or one they've created themselves. Here's a look at the student space. Students can log into a space associated with their class. Only teachers and their classmates can see their work. The teacher and student could later decide to release their work into the main resource bank if they chose. Teachers can assign tasks for their students in this space, possibly view a resource and then complete an activity, or assign students to find hooks in their own lives and then add them to the classroom space. Teachers can also assign students to work through a guided walkthrough to help students produce their own 3-part learning experiences. Overall, we hope that incorporating these real-life connections into lessons will leave students more engaged and interested in the material, with a deeper understanding of the topic and how it relates to reality. And we know that engaged, connected students result in a happy teacher.